Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 113.
This morning we got up and got ready for the day and stayed here for a few hours getting work done for some clients. I had quite a bit of writing that I wanted to get done for several different clients, and Robert had some work to do and he had several calls, one of which we were very excited about.
Because I was talking to the people that I am putting on the conference with later this year for marketing agencies. Really excited about that. We've of course never done anything like this, so hosting an event at Disney World, whole new experience, and it required a lot of time from me and also the other people helping plan the event, and it was really kind of cool talking through the whole process and going through learning a lot as we went, but also enjoying kind of finding out more about the kind of corporate side of Disney.
It was a really neat experience, and we'll be able to share more of that later in the year. Once it was time for lunch, we were both quite hungry, so we headed up to the food court and got a bacon cheeseburger with sweet potato fries. Neither of us were super hungry, and I love sweet potato fries, so this was a really nice compromise because he ate most of the burger and I pretty much ate all of the fries.
And they gave us a lot of sweet potato fries with this too. I was really surprised, thinking it was gonna be like a small little basket, but they loaded us up. It was great. But after having a cheeseburger and having sweet potato fries, I felt like we needed something sweeter than the sweet potato fries to finish it off, like a nice dessert. But all they really had here at Pop Century was all the multicolored cupcakes that Alyssa can't eat. So we did the only sensible thing, and we left the food court and walked across the bridge over to Art of Animation, where we got gelato, because we know they have excellent gelato there in their food court, and we went over there to get that.
When we got there, we saw they also had Easter egg displays up, and we were really excited because even though this is after Easter, they've left them up so that we can enjoy them as well. They had some awesome displays. They had Up, and of course included Kevin, which I greatly appreciated because sometimes Kevin gets left out of these and she deserves to be represented too. And then they also had a Marvel one that just had every single Marvel character. It was amazing. They painted all of these plastic Easter eggs, got all the characters on there. And of course, not only did they include all the Marvel characters, they also had to include Thanos, but his plastic Easter egg was much larger than all of the other ones, which seemed appropriate considering the fact that he's much bigger than everyone else. There was also a magical express. I thought that was very creative.
Yeah.
And aliens, and all the aliens inside of the claw were actual Easter eggs, and they put like an alien face on them. That was a really creative use of plastic Easter eggs as well, instead of just putting little aliens inside. There was also a Cootie Bug, which is not Disney related as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, it's just a board game, which I remember playing that game when I was a kid. I actually really loved that game, but it was kind of cool that they recreated it with Easter eggs. Did a really nice job on that one. And of course, my favorite display, which ultimately was the display that won in the voting contest for Best Easter Egg Display. It was Star Wars Galaxy's Egg, because they had taken a ton of different Star Wars characters and painted them onto all these plastic Easter eggs. They had a TIE fighter, they had a gigantic egg for the Death Star, they had a bunch of different Star Wars characters painted on from the sequel trilogy, they had them from the original trilogy. There were so many Easter eggs here that they painted. Did a really, really good job with it, and I, of course, I'm a little bit partial. I love this one, and I also love the Marvel one, but I was kind of glad this one won, mostly because of the clever pun of Galaxy's Egg, just because that was amazing. We headed back over to our room at Pop Century because I had one more client call, and then I was done for the day. Once we were done with that call, we jumped on a bus and headed over to Epcot. We're trying to make it to one of the Garden Rocks concert series again tonight. On the way over to America, though, we were starting to feel a little bit hungry. We did only have half a burger and some fries apiece, so we decided to stop in the UK for fish and chips. It smelled amazing. I know it tastes amazing. We've had it before. We love the little fish and chip shop there. So we stopped and shared a basket of those. Yes, they were amazing as always.
They were.
And they had a dessert on the menu that I'd never actually ordered before, and it sounded intriguing, so I decided to get it. It was a Victoria sponge cake. It's basically a sponge cake with buttercream and jam on it, and I looked at the picture. It looked pretty good. I'm not sure how much I'm going to love it because it looks really sweet, and I'm not really in the mood for super sweet right now. I had the gelato earlier, so when it came time to try dessert, I was a little hesitant, but this turned out to be one of my favorite desserts that I've had in a while because it was really, really good. It wasn't overpoweringly sweet. I was thinking it was going to be really sugary, but it wasn't. It was a nice balance of sweet with the sponge cake there. So I would totally order that again. I did share with Alyssa, but not as much as I intended to share initially because it was really good.
We did enjoy how light and not overly sweet this was after eating fried fish and French fries. So this was really enjoyable. Once we were done there, we continued over to America for the Garden Rocks concert series because tonight is TobyMac, and Robert is so excited about hearing him because TobyMac is who got him through the Star Wars half marathon, and he's like, I get to hear him in person, not just on my headphones, so we had to make sure we made it tonight. And we made it to the second showing, got a really good seat, got settled in, and we also live streamed it on Facebook.
This ain't a home, nah, not even close. They camouflage like we fighting some ghosts. You start to doubt everything that you know. I feel the heat and it's starting to show. They try to break us, make us want to give in. They down our arms, overcame us again. They got a fight I could never relent. And I'ma take it all the way to the end. Music for the people, making music for the people. Shine bright everywhere we go. Music for the people to illuminate the song. Shine bright everywhere we go. Music for the people to everywhere we go. Epcot, let me hear you. Everywhere we go. Big and loud this time. Everywhere we go. Lights shine bright, lights shine bright. Music for the people, making music for the people. You got to move, 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 move. And lift your head. It ain't over yet. Lift up your if you wanna steal my show, sit back and watch you go. If you got something to say, go on and take it away. Need you to steal my show, can't wait to watch you. Oh, 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 oh. So take it away. Tell me, my feet hit the ground. I just need. My soul's awakening, taking bite on the beauty you bring. You got it blaring, I'm staring, I'm watching you do your thing. There's no mistaking your style, no mistaking your touch. I see the grin, I see the subtle of your love. Lord, I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day.
I really enjoyed getting to hear him in person, and here's some of the songs that I actually had in my running playlist a couple weeks ago in person. It was really, really cool. If you'd like to watch the entire concert, it is linked down in the description below and up in the corner. Now, once the concert was over, we decided to head back to the resort instead of hanging out at Epcot till closing and watching fireworks and all that. So we went over to the front of the park, got on a bus, and went back to Pop Century. We did a little bit more work on a few things, not for clients, but for Here With The Ears stuff with our website and everything tonight. And that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
For our Year with the Ears.